Welcome to Europe Info and Facts, a fun podcast dedicated to informing viewers about the wonders of Europe. Today, we are discussing a very important topic.
Indeed we are. Throughout history there have been many turning points that have shaped the world into the way we know it today. Europe, in particular, has experienced a great number of these pivotal moments. One of the greatest turning points the world has ever seen was the fall of the Berlin Wall in Germany and the impacts it had on a global scale. Can you give us a brief history of the wall, Alan?
Sure thing. The Berlin Wall was a barricade created by the government of East Germany, at the time known as the German Democratic Republic, or GDR, in 1961. It separated West Berlin from East Berlin and the rest of East Germany. It was an extremely formidable structure with strategically placed guard towers along the wall to prevent any means of escape. Any remaining thoughts of crossing to the other side of Germany would be deterred by the area near the wall known as the Death Strip, a swath of land containing trenches, nails, and other defenses.
What a terrible thing to have, separating friends and family for pretty much nothing. Why did they ever create that horrid wall in the first place?
Well, the purpose of the wall, according to East Germany, was to prevent fascism from undermining the will of the people to build a state with socialist values in East Germany.
Sure.
In actuality, the wall served to prevent people from East Germany from leaving and abandoning their own state and crossing over to the more forgiving western portion of Germany.
Why am I not surprised? Did you know that the official name of the Berlin Wall was the Anti-Fascist Protection Rampart, which implied that Western Germany still contained elements of fascism and Nazis? West Berlin strongly condemned the wall, calling it a wall of shame. The Berlin Wall eventually became the symbol of the Iron Curtain, a symbolic barrier that separated a communist Eastern Europe from a free Western Europe. How did something like this ever get taken down?
By the year 1989, popular opposition against the use of one-party rule began to rise in states such as Poland, Hungary, Eastern Germany, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, and Romania. Through the use of civil resistance, the previously communist states all managed to undergo a revolution which overthrew their communist rulers.
And so opposition to communism spread to Germany as well?
Correct. The repercussions of this movement can still be felt today in many different countries, as there are very few communist governments still operating in the present. The cause of these changes is widely rumored to be because of the liberalization of Eastern Europe's previously authoritarian governments. After nearly a month of civil protests and unrest, the government of East Germany finally announced that citizens from the German Democratic Republic would be allowed to visit friends and family in Western Germany, or even travel there for leisure.
Wow, I can't imagine the euphoria that the German citizens must have felt while receiving this momentous news.
You're right about that. The Germans rejoiced over the days following the announcement. Eastern Germans could commonly be seen crossing over the Berlin Wall in order to celebrate with their West German brethren. People used picks, rocks, metal, and whatever they could find to chip away as much of the wall as they could, and the government later removed the rest.
Now that we know a little about the rise and fall of the wall, let's take a moment to analyze exactly why the fall of the Berlin Wall was such an important turning point in European history. First of all, and most importantly, it marked the end of a long, difficult era of oppression by communist East Germany and opened new windows of opportunity for the relaxation of restrictive governments. If the Berlin Wall had not fallen, the communist influence of East Germany might still exist today, causing extreme strife not only within Europe but across the global community as well. Without the Berlin Wall, communism everywhere took a dire hit that it never recovered from, allowing for democracy and freedom to spread to new places. Communism in countries such as East Germany and even the Soviet Union was severely threatened. Implications of the fall of the Berlin Wall also influenced the collapse of the Soviet Union only a few years later, thus wiping out one of the last few communist strongholds from the map. Overall, the fall of the Berlin Wall symbolized an end to oppression and a beginning to freedom.
Also, when the wall fell, it marked the end of 28 years of imprisonment for the people of Eastern Germany. For 28 years, they had not been able to leave their country at all and were forced to live under atrocious, restrictive communist government. Imagine living under a totalitarian rule, with little rights or freedom, and being unable to escape for half of your life. It is almost unheard of today, yet the people of Eastern Germany were forced to live through such pain and misery.
Finally, the standard of living in East Germany was raised drastically after the Berlin Wall fell, and provisions were shared between all Germans. West Germany provided much needed aid and support to its flailing brother in the East, and eventually the education, housing, and healthcare of East Germany was improved immensely.
It truly is amazing how big of an impact the fall of the Berlin Wall had. I cannot imagine the communist power thriving in Eastern Europe today, and thankfully there is not one due to the absence of the Berlin Wall.
I hope you guys learned a lot about the Berlin Wall and how its fall impacted European history immeasurably. Tune in next week for more interesting information regarding the history of Europe.